I'm like nervous for this video. Hi guys, I'm Brooke Christina, and today I wanted to do a bit of an update video. Basically something extremely sad has happened in my life recently, and if you guys follow me on Instagram and Twitter, you would already know what happened. But I know a lot of you don't follow me on Instagram and Twitter, so I wanted to inform you guys. Although this video may be hard and I may break down, I am also trying to talk about the situation as much as possible to like make it more real and make it more of a reality, because this is life now and I can't go back and it sucks, but you gotta think of the good times and just keep moving forward. I also thought this video might help somebody out there that is either grieving for the first time or just grieving in general, and they need to see something like this to feel better. I know you guys don't need me to explain my personal life. I don't know. I'm doing this partially for me. I'm doing this for somebody that needs it. Even if it helps one person, I will feel great. So this situation happened a week ago today actually, and yeah, it's still fresh, and yeah, it still hurts, but like I said, I want to talk about it. Basically last Monday we had to put down my dog Chloe. And it still breaks my heart because she was like my everything. I loved her so much. It's still hard for me to come home and not see her. There will be times like the other day I came home and Colby, my other dog, he always runs up to me at the front door, and Chloe usually trots behind, and I know she's gone, but I was still looking for her. I remember this morning I was in the kitchen and I noticed Colby hadn't eaten all his dog food, and then I went on the other side of the kitchen to see if Chloe had eaten hers. And it's so hard to have something in your life for 11 years and then have it gone, and now having to adjust to her not being here. It's weird. This is my first time ever going through something like this. I've never lost a person or a pet in my life ever. I have been a mess, to be completely honest. I have cried so much, and I try so hard to just stay strong now because I've cried enough and I can't keep being sad about it, you know? Like, it is upsetting and it's hard, but like I said earlier, life goes on, and you gotta think about the good times and remember the times that she was here and how happy she made me and how much she made me laugh. I guess I'll tell you guys what happened to her and why she had to be put down, but basically when she was younger, she got scratched by a cat in the eye, and we could always tell that something was wrong with her one eye that she got scratched in, but it was never something to be alarmed about. Like, it never seemed to bother her, and so we just kind of left it. From what we knew, she could still see. She didn't act any differently, and like, she's been fine up until I would say December of this year. She just went downhill quick. In my mind, I've been thinking like she's been not doing well since like September, but I look back at pictures and it was really since like December that she went downhill, which means she went downhill quick. You can't watch your dog suffer forever, you know? It got to the point where the eye that was bad was like totally clouded over, like she had no sight. We could just tell there was nothing, and it started getting kind of gross. Like, we didn't know if it was like infected or anything because it started getting like pussy and like sticky, and her hair would start to go over the one eye. Like, it just got stuck there, and she always rubbed her face, so she was probably rubbing more and more hair into it, but it got to the point where like she couldn't see out of one eye. God knows how the other eye is, and she wouldn't let us touch her because she didn't exactly know what we were doing, so her defense mechanism would be to bite us. She was never a mean dog. She's always been a lovely dog. It's just she doesn't know, so she tries to bite us. We were taking care of it for a bit, you know, my mom would always cut the hair to just get it out of her eye, keep the hair short around her eye so it wouldn't keep bunching up. But even still, her vision got so bad that she would walk into walls. If we were standing right in front of her, she wouldn't be able to see us until something would just click that we're there, and then she'd get like terrified that we were there. It was like she turned around and like someone was right there, and it freaks you out, you know? There have been so many times where I've gone downstairs and I don't say anything. I'll go to pat her, but she has no idea I'm right in front of her, so I'll pat her and she'll panic because she didn't know I was there. And that was obviously heartbreaking to see because, you know, just to think she can't like see us anymore, it's sad. She only knew where we were by like, if she could like sense it or if she could smell us. She literally couldn't see us. All she would do all day is sleep. And she wouldn't be able to get comfortable until my mom came home. So my family just came to the conclusion, like, we have to do something because she's suffering and we're just watching her suffer and it's not fair to her, and we just had to make a decision. And it was the hardest decision to make. I remember my mom calling me and basically telling me the situation and that it's just getting worse and worse day after day. We had to make a decision as a family and it hurt so bad, but like, I'm glad my whole family was there and I just miss her. So we set up an appointment for Monday, January 15th at 5:00 p.m. and I can't tell you guys how much I was dreading that time. I spent all day Sunday, January 14th with her. I spent all day Monday, January 15th with her. I just remember I kept looking at the clock and thinking I only have a few more hours with her until she has to go. And I think that killed me more, to know our time is coming up. Because like I said, like I loved her so much. I'm just like so attached to my dogs. They're like family to me. They're like the children I've never had. And we wrapped her up in a blanket and we put her in the car and we took her to the vet. It was hard leaving the house knowing that that was her last time being in the house, and it was hard being in the car knowing that would be her last time traveling with us, because we always used to travel with Chloe. She would come in the car with us when we would go camping or to the cottage, and she loved the car. And then we got to the vet and it took a while for the vet to actually come in the room, just because she was busy, which is totally fine because we got to have a bit more time with her. But you could tell she was nervous. She didn't want to be on the table. She would rather be on the floor sniffing around. But even then you could tell how bad her eyesight was, because she would bonk her head into things, or like she'd just constantly be sniffing around trying to get a gauge of this room. It was fun because for a little bit we were talking about the memories we have of her, and we were like laughing and we were having a good time, but at the same time the clock was still ticking and we were just having less and less time with her. Then it was time to say goodbye. And this is something to note if you ever have to put down your dog. The medicine they give the dog works so fast. Chloe was in my mom's arms because she was nervous. She knew something was happening and she wouldn't calm down unless she was in my mom's arms, and the vet gave the medicine and within like 30 seconds, not even, the vet said she's gone. And we just placed her on the table and I cried and I hugged her for the last time. And I kissed her for the last time and just said goodbye. Oh God, I'm sorry I'm such a mess. I didn't anticipate this. I thought I would be much stronger because honestly, I've been okay. Like I've been able to tell friends and you know, teachers and just people at school, because I've had school this week and I've been fine. I haven't broken down. It was mainly just Monday and Tuesday and maybe even Wednesday that I've been the worst, but Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday I've been okay. And then now, of course, that I'm on camera, I'm like making a big scene. I'm really not trying to. I'm actually really trying to hold myself together, and I'm sorry for being emotional. I'm human. I have feelings. This isn't fake. I loved that dog so much, and I still do, and I hope that she's doing well in heaven and that she has an endless supply of green peppers and bacon, because that was her favorite. Yesterday I made a tweet on Twitter and I said, I'm still not 100%. It still hurts. I still break down, but that's okay. I'm human and I loved her to death. I'm still grieving. Time will heal me, but for now I'm doing my best to be okay. And it's so true. I still feel that exact same way. Some days are much easier than others, and some days I just break down and cry whenever. Grieving is a weird thing, and it's different for everybody, because for me, it's come and gone. You know, I've been sad and then I'll be okay and I can talk about it. And then there's times like this right now where I talk about it and I just break down. It's still fresh though. It's only been a week, and I felt stupid the other day because I was kind of thinking like, this past Christmas was our last Christmas with her, and like just special days that are gonna happen this year. She won't be around, like her birthday and stuff. That's gonna be weird. I did something. I put her name tag on my car keys just so wherever I go, a part of her can be with me. I can't tell you guys how much I look at this and I hold it just to like feel like she's still there. To me, this just means wherever I go in life, she's with me, you know? This means a lot to me. We've had her for 11 years. She was so special to my family, and I was only 9 when we got her, so I pretty much grew up with her. I'm now 21, which is insane. It's been hard, and that's why I've kind of been a little bit distant with social media and YouTube, and I don't know, something just told me to be honest with you guys, just to be real and raw and vulnerable and just tell you guys what's up. I know I don't need to, and I'm not trying to make you guys feel bad for me. It's life, it happens, it's the circle of life, and I keep trying to remind myself that it's just life, and this happens with everyone and everything eventually, and that's just something that we all have to accept. And I think it's kind of easier to think that I'm not the only one that's ever gone through this. You guys have commented on my Instagram picture telling me about you guys losing pets and that you understand and how hard it is and that I'm not alone, and that right there has helped a lot because I have felt alone. And it's been weird because I'm going through all this and I have so many emotions, and you know, everybody else's life is like normal and happy, and I feel so guilty for being so upset all the time, but I keep trying to remind myself that it's life. Like I said earlier, you know, people go through things at different time periods. It's hard to remember, trust me, because there's so much going on up here. So that is pretty much it for this video. I really hope you guys, I don't even want to say I hope you enjoyed because there's nothing cheerful about this video. I hope you guys just understand why I've been distant, where I've been, and I hope that you're just respectful of my situation because it's been hard, and I hope you respect my decision of telling you guys, because honestly, I know there's people in the YouTube world that just shut out their subscribers and they don't tell them everything, and I know I'm not entitled to tell you guys everything. I don't need to do that, but I feel like I have such a close connection with my subscribers, and so many of you guys reach out to me and just talk to me, and you're like friends to me. I haven't decided if I want to include clips of Chloe in this video because I'm already sure that this video will be long. If I don't, just know there might be a video coming soon as a tribute to Chloe. It's not a way of me trying to delay my process of healing and just like dwelling on it. It's just my way of showing how much I loved her and how much I will miss her. Rest in peace, my baby. Love you, and I'll talk to you guys in my next video. Bye guys.